Team, welcome back to the All Juve Cast channel, where of course it's all Juve all the time. That's right. I'm Alberto. I'm going to hit you with the news surrounding our beloved old lady to April 12th. We're going to start off with the prosecutor's office at Figc, what they want to clamp down on Juve with in the obviously plus Valenza trials. We're going to talk about Sandro with a potential move. We're going to talk Perin. Then we're going to talk youngsters and integration and development with the U23 project. And I want to talk fourth kid league. All that today. All right, everybody, right out of the gate, the Figc prosecutor's office has come out with what they are looking for in terms of punishment. It is said that around 60 million euros of Juventus capital gains are considered fictitious. There is no punishment that could go beyond fines and possibly some bans to some of the management. Agnelli facing a 12-month ban potentially, Paratici 16-month, and Nedved 8-month. The fine looking at around 800,000 euros. Okay, so that's what it seems to be coming down with so far. It cannot be anything more severe than that, but that's what it looks like at the moment. There are other teams involved. We know Napoli and De Laurentiis are facing fine, and he is facing a 12-month ban as well. And of course, there are other clubs in the mix as well. So we'll wait to see what officially gets handed out and deal with it at that particular moment in time. But that's the latest on the rumblings in the Plus Valenza case. Now, and for whatever it's worth, my personal opinion, the whole thing is a joke, a complete joke, and just another reason why Serie A continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Regardless, let's move on. Some of the players that we're looking at in potential moves, Sandro is one, and apparently he is working on a move to move away to England. This would be big for Juventus, and it would be great for Luca Pellegrini, because if you're going to bring in a left back target, I've said it, let Pellegrini, and if it's Windal, battle it out, and it should raise both of the players up, battling for a spot. Okay, so this would be much, much better for Juventus if we can move him and he accepts a move. If he will do it and we don't have to pay any of his salary, this is a huge win for Juventus in terms of the Mercado. Now let's talk Perin. Perin has an offer for an extension till 2025 on the table. Okay, so it is up to him if he would like to stay. I still had my doubts, and this one caught me completely off guard because I would expect him to want to go somewhere where he could get starting minutes. So we will wait to see what happens with Perin. Now, I want to talk about youngsters. As I was away this weekend, I wasn't able to make the Match Day Live or the podcast. I was away in a tournament myself out of town. Unfortunately, we lost 1-0 in the final. Hurts. It's a stinger. But I'm a Juve fan, and unfortunately, I'm very, very familiar with finals losses. Frustrating. Now, you were in great hands, okay? Anthony, Lucci, Lou, Omer, you were in great hands. They did a fantastic job. They talked about something that I really, really wanted to try and make an appearance on and speak to, and it was the youngsters, how we integrate and develop talent. And I know that there's a lot of feelings around here. And one of the things that got brought up by Omer was we don't want to become a feeder club, okay, just a development club, and then our young players get taken away, and that's all we can do, and we can't win. I think that is so extreme. To say that all of a sudden we want to integrate and develop better than we ever have at Juventus, I don't think automatically turns us into this feeder club or development club. It's all in how you do it. At the same time, when you look at Juventus and you look over these past few years, the trouble we've gotten ourselves into, not only with contracts, but with the players we go after, when there have been alternatives that could have been just as solid that probably didn't get that chance solely based on age. I think there's much, much work to do. Okay, so it's all about that balance. This could be another big way to bridge the gap financially on some of the leagues that you're probably never going to catch up with, to be honest. So all of a sudden, if you can find ways to integrate these players, allow them to develop while still building competitive sides, this is big, because then it frees up the money when you could do it in-house to be able to make that big splash on the experienced guys, the elite players that can push you over the edge. So right now, we haven't been doing it at all. Cherubini's built a project like we've never seen before at the U23. So, and we have to take advantage of that. So these next steps are critical. So it's going to be interesting to see how Juve makes it work and balances it all out. Okay. So I just wanted to throw that little tidbit in there, that I don't think it automatically puts us in that discussion where all of a sudden now we would just be a developmental team and just sell all these talents. That's not the idea. The idea is to be able to pull some guys in and utilize them in your lineup without fear, solely based on their age, so that you could free up the funds for the guys you really need to be spending on and the positions you really need to be spending on. The only reason it might seem a little bit intense right now is because of how much our roster actually needs right now. Of course, we wouldn't want to fill all these positions up with the youngsters amongst our U23 sides, but in the future, a player here, a player there that you're pulling on, that you're saving all that money on, that makes a big, big difference, especially when you think of it in terms of salary. And it should free up the proper business model that we can splash on the guys we absolutely need to. So I think there's a lot of work there to be done, and I wouldn't rule out the youngsters immediately. We have to take advantage of the project Cherubini has built. That's my personal opinion. Again, love to hear from all of you. Last, certainly not least, Juventus has revealed their fourth kits. Okay, that's right. The fourth kit that will be used April 15th against Bologna. And here it is. This is a collaboration with Cobra, who is a Brazilian street artist. Okay, so his street art is fantastic. This is the kit that has come out of it. This is what's leaked. It might be altered slightly. Footy headlines usually very, very good. So we'll wait and see. But this is it. If you want my opinion, there's usually a couple details that I can spot out of kits that I like, even in some of our worst kits. This one I really, really struggle to. It's it's very, very strange. That's all I can say. But I want to hear from you guys. Your thoughts on all the news today, this fourth kit, and your thoughts on the youngsters. Hit us up. You know I like mixing it up with you in the comments. Okay, so make sure you let your opinions out. Any comments, any questions, and I can't wait to mix it up with you now that I'm back after my out of town weekend tournament. Okay, so happy to be back. Love it. Let's start getting hyped up for Bologna. We saw what happened in the other results this weekend in Serie A. Oh, that Serie A title just keeps tugging at our heartstrings and just tugging at that belief, right? Who knows, everybody? Who knows? Still games to be played. Juve has a favorable schedule, but Inter does as well. So we will wait and see who wants this Scudetto, everybody. Who wants it? Had a lot of fun here today. Thanks for checking out the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, your one-stop shop for everything Juve, okay? It's all Juve cast, all Juve, all the time. We bleed the black and white, baby. Talk to you tomorrow. Finoallafine, Forza Juve. Ciao.